Okay, so let's start. Okay, so Munib, tell me something about yourself. What's your name? Where are you from? And what you do? Yeah.
Perfect, Zulkarnain. I'm currently based out of Karachi. I've been working in cold calling, in the role of cold calling for the past 3 to 4 years. I started off working as a customer service representative, but then I switched over more towards selling side of stuff because I believe I have more skill in towards persuasion rather than solving customer-centric problems. So that is what I do. Uh, that is
Perfect.
what I do
Hold
currently as of now.
Okay, hold on, right. Okay, so you have almost answered the right in the right way, but for example, I ask you that like what's your name, where are you from, and what you do. That's it. So let's say we have to be very brief in every answer. So if I'll be answering this question, I'll say that okay, hi, this is Maneeb. I'm from Karachi. Currently, I'm doing this, and this is what I used to do. And for the past 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, I'm doing this. That's it. Nothing fancy, nothing salesy. Okay, right. So you got the answer that how we have to craft the answer.
Yes. So
Okay.
I believe I answered in wrong order. Yep.
Exactly, exactly. You did it started with the right approach, but later on that there was some even an odds in the answer. But overall, it's fine. But that's how we can improve the answer. Okay. So the next question is for how long you have been doing this cold calling?
Yes, Zulkarnain, I've been doing cold calling for the past 3 years as of currently now.
3 years, perfect. Okay, so any blockers, any obstacles, any hurdles you faced during this experience you have, anything you would like to share, anything that can you like you remember that any challenges you faced that what kind of like maybe I guess like how many calls you did in one day or anything you would like to share that makes your job challenging at some point and how you got like improved from that experience or what you learned from that experience.
Perfect. When I started off working in this role, as a matter of fact, I believe it was my initial start when I was working in sales role. What mattered to me was quantity over quality. I was dialing hundreds of phone numbers, building no conversation, building no reputation, building no rapport with the clients over the phone. Sales is pretty much building your relationship with your clients that you're going to be selling over the phone. The clients that have never saw you over 1,000 miles of distance, how are you going to be selling to them? The most important aspect is building reputation with your client over the phone. So when I started, I was focusing more towards quality over quantity. Then I started, sorry, I worked on quantity over quality, and then I shifted more towards. I read some books. I started sitting with some mentors, and they said to me that you should focus on quality. And then based on that, moving later down the line, I faced more challenges on how to address some issues, how to solve their problems, because in sales you don't always have to speak. The most important part of selling is you have to be able to listen clearly, and based on that you answer them in short answers. Now, salespeople think that is more of kind of speaking rather than listening. It's totally the opposite. You let customer solve their problem by giving them, directing them towards what they have questioned. So for an instance, they come up with a problem. You don't tell them instead of you filling up their mind with information, you just guide them towards the answer. It's their job to figure them out themselves. And then I
Got
practice
it.
this skill a lot.
Got it. So okay, for any long answers, we will not cross more than you can say 1 minute, right? And the answer which you have given is perfect because the main pointers which I got to know that we have to listen first, and that's the main part in selling. Rather than we are speaking, we have to listen what the other person has to say. So that is like overall done well. So no specific changes I'll be suggesting you in that answer. So that is like good to go. Just make sure that whenever you have any long answers, always like mention any challenges and give any examples and then how you improved or learned from that, and then what's your let's say you just mentioned that initially you were focusing more on the quantity than quality, but later on you got learned that you have to focus more on the quality and then on the quantity. So that's a good answer because there is a pre and post difference, right? So that's good. Okay, so the third question is, do you have any wins in your past career? Any numbers you would like to share with me?
Yes, I definitely, when I was working in Motive, it was a sales job, mostly as an account executive. My numbers were not being met for the past 2 months, and then in the last month of the quarter, I almost hit around $15,000, which almost covered my half years of quota. So I attained more than 200%. So that is my win from the past year.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Sounds awesome. Okay, okay, so do you have any weaknesses and the strengths you would like to share with me? Any, you can say any two weakness and any two strengths.
Weaknesses, I can say one, my facial expressions while over the Zoom call, they look kind of aloof. It shows that I'm not listening, but I am. So I'm working on that. And my uh, I believe I can pretty much work with the team if needed. Other than that, I don't give up and I am more persuasive on the call rather than in person. And yes, my second weakness would be I'm more of less social interaction if compared to person rather than on call.
Let's hold on right now. Okay, so that's the answer where you just bombed totally. Because whenever we are telling the strength and weaknesses, we will never share the actual strength and the actual weakness, right? Related to our personal life or the professional. We will go like this way. For example, we have to first go with the weakness, right? And then we have to connect with the strength. For example, if I'll be at your place, I'll say that whenever I'm calling, so I'm very, you can say that I'm not focusing on, lots of things, and I'm very like, specific to some details, and that is like, you can say my strength, right? And the same scenario, you would share your weakness that maybe you're very much focused, so you are losing other things also, right? So a person cannot be focused and having thinking multiple things at the same time. So we have to connect the strength and weaknesses. Let's say I'm very focused, that is my strength. But I'm very focused, so it means that I'm not focusing on many things. So that is my ultimate weakness. But again, the recruiter or the guy would think, okay, fine, the focus is good overall. So overall, the strength should outweigh the weaknesses. So always connect your weakness as strength. So tell that in a way that it should look good overall. You got me right. You got my point.
Perfect. That would really help me in the future calls as well.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, so the last question is, how much salary do you expect? And that's a very tricky question, and I feel that not many are able to answer that. So, what kind of salary, let's say if I give you, you'll be happy with that, or what kind of salary you're expecting?
I'm open to offers.
Open to offers. Okay, fine. Okay, so the best way to answer is that if I'll be at your place, I'll be saying to the guy that it depends that how you value the position. Now, value is a good word. Value comes with the asset part. So let's say
You said
indirect.
that, I'm
Okay.
sorry, you said that
Okay.
it depends on how you value the position.
Exactly. I will be saying that it depends how you value the position. So it means that indirectly I'm telling him that if the value is good, so definitely that guy will be paying me good. So I will start like this. It depends how you value the position, right? And again, I'll be happy with the negotiations, but this is my, the minimum and the maximum. Now, let's say, you know, that the current salaries are like, the minimum, maximum. Everyone knows what's in the industry. We are good with whatever salary we get at the end, but we will always show our minimum and maximum. That okay, if an Amazon PPC guy gets, let's say, 1,500 to $900 a month, so I'll be telling them that my range is like between 1,100 to 1,500. So I'll be getting that amount. So I'm giving him the minimum and maximum. Let's say if that person wants to give me $1,500, but I'm saying that I'm good with $900. So it means that that person will definitely give me $900 because I haven't given my range. So always before working with any company, you have to do a bit of research that what kind of like salaries are going, are market related salary. And on the other note, it's like how much sorry, what's your range between, like, okay, I just mentioned that between $1,000 or $1,500. So let's say whatever the amount would be, that would be under that bracket. You got me? So always craft your answer like that. It depends on the on that value, how you see that position. And I'll be okay based on my past experience. I mean, because the last time, the last salary I drawn, that was like this is amount, and I feel that this is the amount, this is the range I'm comfortable with. But it's still, you will always say, but still I'm still open to negotiation, so just let me know. So that person will be like giving his final words. Let's say if he likes you, he will say that okay, I'll let you know and all that. So while ending this question, because these questions is like normally we ask when we are ending the call. So the last question you will definitely face is like, do you have any questions, or that's it? So what your answer would be on that? If I ask you that, do you have any questions, anything you want to ask from me? So what you would say?
Well, what I used to ask is that uh, why has this position been vacant for so long if it has been for more like 1 or 2 months listed? That is the most, I believe, the probable
Okay,
question
so
that I'm.
yeah, you can ask different questions, but I would advise you that normally I ask this question from the guy, whoever is like looking to hire, looking for hiring. It shows that like I'm also asking, or I'm very focused whatever he's like asking from me. So let's say I'll be saying that what kind of candidate you are searching for this position. It means that I want him to answer that what kind of qualities he wants. So definitely now he will be answering me. Before that, you were answering all those questions he was asking, but this time he will be answering that okay, we want this candidate. And like you'll be, let's say if you are in the camera, you will be saying okay, yeah, that's good, that's it. You'll be not speaking, but you'll be having the positive attitude. So that would show that person that he looks positive, and that's how you will wrap up the call. And once the call is ended, later on you can just after 2 working days, 2 business days or 3 business days, you can just follow up that hey, I just wanted to know what's up, because at times they just forget. And it's our job to remind them that what's going on with the last position, like they already filled and all. And let's say if they even fill that position, they will still remember you because you were the one who followed. And the most important thing, that always use this line, that if someone says that okay, we have the other guy who has got the same competency, who is equal to like you, so why we should consider you? So you will say that yes, other people may bring competencies. I'm repeating here, the call is recorded so anyone can watch later on. You will say that the other people bring competencies, but I also bring ethics to the table, right? And ethics and honesty, I feel that is more important, and it is considered a superior, you can say, kind of a attribute. So I believe that for you, anyone who's looking for for hiring, they will always want someone who honest, they have integrity, and they keep confidentiality, and they are loyal to the setup, like it could be agency or whatever. So if I'll be joining, so I will maintain the professional competence also, and I will also maintain the ethical competence also, because I know that you are here to make profits, and I make sure that you also make the profits. And yes, on the same note, I'll be more ethical, because I don't want to disclose any of your business, secrets to the other competitors. And you know that you cannot stop, nowadays anyone to work for anyone. But yes, people may have some additional competencies. But yes, if you ask about me, I with competencies I also bring ethics to the table. So that's how you will beautify your answer. I hope it does make sense.
It totally does. Thank you so much for your knowledge and
Okay.
input.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So that was the, a kind of a demo call we did, and later on I'll be coming up with more scenarios, and we'll just pick one candidate. We may have some issues where people would be feeling a little more, kind of a, we have some introvert attitude, but I would advise you that if you will remove your all concerns and blockers with me here, because we are right now just here 10 to 11 people. It's your job and your salary is more important than anything. And if you lose any job just because of lack of communication skills, or just because you can say you didn't convince him properly, so it's totally like leaving that $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 on the table. So we'll be doing these calls, and uh, I would love to have these sessions more, and also drop your feedbacks here or wherever, so we can have some more productive calls later on.